weekly sit-down with local agricultural leaders and businesses. This is Tailgate Conversations. Sponsored by Pinnaker Chevrolet.
I guarantee that Goodman's vanilla is a staple in many homes throughout the area. But did you know that it's made right here in Marshfield, Missouri? Well, we are here to see it all take place and learn everything but the secret family recipe. Let's meet the now owners, Michelle and Mike. Thank you guys so much for letting us come hang out.
Hi, Jamie. Thank you.
Take me through to the very beginning and how you guys came to be part of the Goodman brand.
Well, we decided we wanted to purchase a business, and Mike had worked in an industry where he was selling some food ingredients and had struck up a relationship with Robert Goodman, the third generation owner of Goodman Manufacturing. And I don't know, we just kept talking, and we loved the product. We had both grown up with the product, and it was a very low overhead business, and we were able to strike a deal. And that was about 16 years ago.
So going back 16 years, it was founded in Carthage, correct?
Yes.
Right. So take me through the history of the Goodman brand and that secret kind of family recipe that goes back now almost 4 generations.
Right. Yeah. Well, we bought the company from Robert Goodman. It was his great-grandfather that purchased the recipe, I believe, in 1909. He didn't actually start making vanilla and trying to make a business of it until 1927, which is when our company was founded. And the company started business in Carthage, Missouri, and they actually made the vanilla in their home and worked out of their home. And the company didn't grow enough that they could actually make a living on it until about the 1950s.
Going through the last over 100 years of Goodman's vanilla, bottling and branding looks very similar, and I'm sure the recipe is tried and true. Right.
Yeah, that's our flagship product right there that you have in your hand, Jamie. It's our original vanilla. And it's a blend of pure vanilla and other ingredients. And folks around here think it's just the best ever. I mean, it has a wonderful aroma and taste. But we've kept our bottle glass. We put our product in a glass bottle with a metal cap, just like it was almost 100 years ago. The very first bottle you can see there has a cork in it. That was how they made it back in the 20s. But at a certain point, corks they weren't allowed to use them in bottles anymore. So anyway, but we updated our label in 2014, but we wanted to keep it with that old-fashioned retro look because that's just what it is. It's just pure goodness in a glass bottle.
So what makes the recipe different, without getting away any secrets, but what makes it tried and true?
Well, this is our #1 item that you have. It's our double strength original vanilla. And it is double strength. It has pure vanilla as well as other natural and artificial ingredients. It's low in alcohol, which pure vanilla has a high content of alcohol, and you can get that alcohol aroma and taste a little bit. So this is low in alcohol. It's just more of a mild, mellow vanilla flavor. It's really nice.
It's very aromatic. We have several pure products now as well. We have a pure vanilla and we have other pure extracts because so many people these days are very ingredient conscious, and we respect that, and we want to meet their needs as well. So
now the big thing is going more natural. You know, everybody wants more all natural, and we're moving that direction. With a lot of our flavors in the past had been imitation, and now they're all pretty much, most of them are natural and artificial, but we're moving more toward natural with a lot of them, just to meet the demands of the customers.
Right, and even colors. You know, our products look pretty with the colors in them, but these days a lot of people don't want colors in their products. So that's another change that we'll be making in 2020 is we're going to be removing the color from most of our products, or maybe leaving a small amount of a natural color, but we won't have the bright colors that we had in the past.
So I see Austin has the vanilla already in the bottles and they're filled. So what's the next step in this process?
All right, the next step is these little bottles go down our production line. Austin places them on the belt, and they get the cap on first.
Now this capping machine looks pretty old.
Right. It's from the 1970s, and it was manufactured in New York City is where this piece of equipment was made. And when we bought the company, that was the only part of the system that was automated, was putting the cap on the bottle.
So everything else was done by hand?
Right, everything else was done by hand.
Wow.
They put the labels on the bottles by hand and, of course, box them up by hand.
Now who is going through in quality control making sure that those are straight? I wouldn't want that job.
Yeah.
So they're capped. What's the next step in the
The
process?
next step is the tamper evident neck band is cut and dropped down onto the neck of the bottle.
Okay.
A little piece drops down and then it goes through a heat tunnel to shrink that onto the neck of the bottle.
And it looks like the last stop is
Right.
the iconic label.
Yes, labeling is the last stop. We put on both a front and a back label. The specify date is stamped on the label, on the back label right here. The front label is put on the other side. And this is the trickiest part of the business, honestly, is getting the labels on straight. And we're pretty particular. So we have someone that sits down here and the labels come, or the bottles come onto a revolving table. And we take these off by hand and inspect them to make sure that the date is stamped clearly and the labels are on straight.
So you talked about running a lean crew with only 5 employees, but Austin behind us is one of those employees, and he's actually a Goodman and would be the 4th generation.
That's right. Yeah, Austin is the great-great-grandson of J.W. Goodman, our founder. His uncle is the gentleman that we bought Goodman's from, Robert Goodman. So we're pretty tickled that Austin is with us. Austin actually started for us when he was in high school. When our plant was still in Carthage, Austin helped us out in the summers. Then he went into the Air Force after high school, came back and finished up college at MSU, and that's when we snagged him again. He started working for us part-time and then joined us full-time.
So let's talk about the future. The Goodman legacy has been around for a very long time.
Right.
You know, and your family is not part of that. So what's the future for you guys? What's the future goals for the brand, the company here in the Ozarks?
Right. We are very focused on growth right now. That's our big goal. Go ahead. Did you want to?
We're just trying to get every customer we can, you know. We're trying to grow geographically and we're trying to get more customers in the area that we're in. We're working with a lot of big retail store groups all over the country, and we're thinking and hoping that we're going to get some of those, in this year and in years to come. So I think you're going to see more and more Goodmans as time goes on, as far as just more of a dominant or prevalence.
I think so too.
In the market.
Well, with the consumers interested in quality products and the growing consumer demand for local and family-owned businesses, the future can be nothing but bright for the Goodman brand and for all those flavors that we use every day.
Right. Thanks, Jamie.